All right. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. It is 5:31. We want to get done before WrestleMania comes on, so let's get to it. So right now our record is we're 500 club, 20-20, 3 games behind the Nationals. So we gotta get this win. So we got Jesus Aguilar at bat, Garrett Cooper on first. And I have my pitcher, Mike Soroka, on the mound.
The Braves, many would say, have underperformed early this season. For more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, their level of play so far this year has not been in line with what was expected of them as a division favorite. And it has fans and media critics asking, were we just wrong about them? Are they going to step it up at some point and get in the race?
Oh, we'll step it up. We'll step it up.
The players tell me they believe they can do a lot better, but they know they need to put up or shut up.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So stepping in, Jesus Aguilar.
All right.
He'll look to bring home that tying run from second.
So Soroka, we need you to go ahead and K this guy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Good slider.
Well, it's 0-1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
No, we don't throw the slider in the same spot.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Let's go with a cutter. Changes eye level everywhere.
Now a swing and
no
a
foul. Oof.
And it's a foul ball.
That could have been deadly. So now let's come back with the slider since he likes that.
Another 0-2 coming.
Try to get him with this.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center.
What? What just happened? No. Okay.
And he'll reach down.
Wow. My controller. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. What is happening right now?
Well, he hit that ball.
It just said random. My start button, my PS button just, I guess, engaged itself and brought that screen up. Because I think Acuna could have got that.
If he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Ready once again, Jorge Alfaro.
Right.
We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. No balls and a strike to count.
All right. Throw the cutter again. I don't like coming back with the same pitch twice, but he likes it. So now I'm going to come up and in on him with the 4-seam.
On at first with 2 down.
Way the 2 outside on that one.
Inside 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and
Change
see if
up.
you could get him to fish outside the zone.
This should be a good pitch.
Right now,
Nope, it is not a good pitch.
Out toward the gap. Ranging back is Inciarte, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Of course.
So a 3-run shot to right center field. 6th home run on the season for him.
That is crazy.
Marlins to a 4-2 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
So just like that, we are now down by 2. We were up by 1.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike.
And I already had 2 outs, so that's
one
crazy.
of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch.
This slider will probably get him.
Swing and a liner.
Okay, I'm done saying these pitches are going to get them because they just eat me up every time.
And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is in the second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a
Man. What is happening to my Braves?
He was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
We just need 1 out, and it's extremely hard to get for some reason.
First pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike.
There you go.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't want to throw another sinker right there.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, what's up, Rockin' Gaming? Thanks for stopping by again. Appreciate you stopping by yesterday, and I appreciate you stopping by today, man. Thank you.
Fouled off. 4 runs here in this half.
All right, let's try to see if this slider can work.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Change up. Let's do this change up. It has to get him.
The next 1-2.
Oh, this is a good one.
And he
There we go.
strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this.
Man, the damage has been done, though.
Sterling Sharp enters to do the pitching in the
All
bottom
right,
of
Sterling
the 6th.
Sharp.
Number 56.
Zuna.
Digging in, Marcelo Zuna. Sat down on
Okay.
strikes in his last
Okay,
at-bat.
Shea. Touchdown. I think you got the wrong sport, my dear.
Still in the middle innings, they're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one.
We got Just for Shea in the building.
Now the 1-0.
All right.
Always a good idea to take a couple of pitches
Zuna.
when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1.
I got to sit back a little bit more. Swinging too early for some reason.
3 balls and a strike.
3-1 count.
Left fielder.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Gosh, I don't see how I'm swinging early, man. Because it seems like when I wait a little bit longer, it says I'm very late. Like I think it's the difficulty. Of course.
He got him on strikes.
It has to be that legend difficulty that I'm on. That the timing window is really, really narrow now.
Fifth strikeout in this series alone.
Hey, what's up, D. Jordan in the house? Yeah, man. Yeah, I seen your comment. Appreciate you being able to make this one, man. Yeah, sometimes when I set up my live streams, I kind of set them up, not spare the moment, but good pitch. But usually I give maybe like a 30-minute notice, maybe sometimes an hour, depending. But I need to start giving a little more advanced. Like I should set some up for like tomorrow or Tuesday so that everybody has enough time to join. But I'm glad you were able to catch this, man.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back
Man,
punch-outs here to the first 2
I don't think this legend difficulty is the goal for me. It's gonna have to drop down some.
Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
And I did test out to see if you go to lower difficulty. When you get back to the main menu, it takes you all the way down to beginner, so you can't change that dynamic difficulty.
Turned on that one.
Look at that.
It, just
That was a good hit,
foul.
but of course I'm very early, as usual.
1-1 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Come on, drop, 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 drop. Oh, he's gonna catch it.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. In now, Miguel Rojas.
All-star.
Shortstop, Miguel.
My pitcher doesn't have much energy. Let's go to this bullpen. Let's see. Oh man, Grant. No, I don't want to put Grant in, but he's probably the top of the 7th. Okay, I'm gonna sit this guy down. Going to. I'm gonna warm up him. Put him in.
Your
Grant
attention,
Dayton
please.
is on to pitch from the bullpen now.
We just finished the series with Miami. What in March to October?
Grant.
Franchise. Which game mode did you do it in? And how did you do? Have I thought of doing a franchise rebuild? Not yet. Not yet. Because what I wanted to do, I don't know if you know this. You may know this already. But this year in March to October, once you finish the full season, you can take that save file and go directly into franchise. So that's kind of how I want to do it. I'm going to take this Braves save and move it straight to franchise once I'm done with March to October. And then that way I start March to October like a completely new season, like 2021 season. So franchise mode, you take control of the Nationals, took it 2-1. Nice. Just throwing a couple warm-up pitches here to get some of his four-seamer up there pretty good, and his curveball, the one more four-seamer. I need to really put out my pitching tutorial video. Need to really get that one going. Here's a nasty curve, man. That wasn't a strike. All right, let's go for it.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Here we go.
Looking at his career totals, Rojas is carrying a slugging percentage under 350.
Oh, I like the post pitching. I like post pitching. I mean, that's the only way I pitch. I've been doing that for years in this game.
Now the 0-1.
And I'll tell you why. Hold on just a second. Come on, get to it, Albies. Oh, my, you kidding me? Albies, you can get that?
So the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
That's crazy. I should have tried to die for that. But the reason why I like post pitching is because I like to be able to sit and watch the pitching animation and the delivery of the ball. The other pitching mechanics, it requires you to do certain actions throughout the entire windup, and it kind of takes you out of watching the action play out on the field. So I've always liked post pitching, even though it doesn't feel the most accurate to me. Like that right there, I had it in the lower inside, but it went almost middle. And I know a lot of it has to do with how tight you can get the circle, but a lot of pitchers can't really get a tight circle. And then confidence and all that stuff plays a role as well. But it's still, to me, I like pitching this way.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
So what pitching mechanic do you use, Derek?
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move.
Testing out zone hitting.
2 now.
The zone hitting, that's PCI, right? That's not the directional hitting. That's the hitting mechanic that I use, yeah. I think zone or using the PCI to hit is I think that's the best way to hit because it puts you in full control of the batter, as opposed to allowing the game to use what their stats are. It allows you to be more dynamic with them and make them be able to do more than what their stats say.
As a look, now the pitch. Right side. Oh, a diving effort.
Come on, get to it.
And there is some stick to it.
I swear, man, it seems like my Braves are just playing clumsy. They can't catch anything. They can't stop anything. They're throwing pitches right down the middle.
One away, and the
Started with analog a few iterations ago, but use meter pitching now. Yeah, I started out using meter pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat.
But I don't know. For me, I just got kind of tired of using meter pitching because it felt like I was playing Tiger Woods golf too much.
On the outside black, good pitch called for a strike.
But that's another pitching mechanic where you have to follow the meter, and while you're using the meter, you know, your pitcher's already doing his wind-up and getting ready to throw it. So it's kind of like a timing thing. And if they had it to where you can set the meter and do all that before he actually throws, like me, like I'm doing post pitching, if I can do the meter, power, and accuracy before he even throws it, and then I can sit and watch it like this as he delivers the pitch, then I probably would do meter. I'd probably give it another shot.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
All right, see, curveball. See, the one thing, hold on, let me turn this off for a second. Is it on the presentation? Pitching only. Yeah, so pre-pitch cameras, pitching only, camera type. Let me do rarely. Oh, I can do none. Because pre-pitch cameras, hold on, actually, let's do it this way. Let's do hitting only. Let's do it for hitting only. And do it in high leverage. Yeah, let's try this. Because the reason why I don't want to do it on pitching, because I like to see where the catcher wants me to target the pitch. And when it does that camera angle, you don't get to see where the catcher wants you to throw. You just get to pick the pitch you want to throw. You hate the pre-pitch? Yeah, I know, man. So hopefully after this, it won't do it again. Like, from a presentation standpoint, I think it looks cool to show the stadium from a certain angle. It kind of adds a little bit of immersion to it, but when you actually need to pitch and you're playing the game, it kind of gets in your way a little bit. Man, he's fouling off everything. So let's see, how have I pitched this guy? All on the inside. So guess what, chat? We're going to go outside here. That's a good pitch. Okay, I'm finna come with the high heat, and I'm gonna make sure he can't hit this. There we go. You like using broadcast? I like broadcast too, but for some reason, like broadcast, it makes the outfield seem very short. It makes the outfield, just from how the camera angle is, it doesn't feel like the outfield is very big, and the outfielders have a lot of territory to track, to cover. And it's just more or less just the nature of the camera angle. That's all. It just makes the field look smaller. I mean, but it looks good though.
Last half of the seventh here.
Now, see, I don't mind that kind of brief camera angle. Yeah, see, I'm on legend hitting. That's why it's really tough, man. Timing is tough and everything. The pitchers paint the corners a lot more. Like,
that's the exact spot to lean on.
And because it's dynamic difficulty, there's not much I can do about it.
Tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
It's like I almost wish my stuff would go back down to All-Star Plus.
Lifted down the line in left.
No.
Dives, and he hangs on for the out.
Really? Really? My players can't even get to the ball like that, but then he makes a dive. Remember the game I played yesterday in yesterday's live stream where Acuna dove for the ball in right field, and they cut the scene off. Like, you didn't get to see if he caught it or not, and I went back and did the replay. The ball hit him in his glove, and then the ball went through his glove.
First offering on its way.
I mean, that was a good play, but sometimes I feel like, the game does some voodoo.
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count.
So I'm very late on that one. I would say I was a little late. I don't know if I was very late, but. All right. So I'm going to go low here.
There's a drive out to left.
There we go.
Field.
All right, Dansby, that's 2. That's 2.
Hard. He's digging for second.
Oh, no, let's stay with 2. Let's stay with 2. Let's not get greedy.
And he's in there easily at second.
I was going to send him on 3.
That's what you call a
So the camera angle I'm using for offense after they hit the ball, I think is medium. And I'm just trying to try a different type of camera angle. Yeah. What's the best zone hitting settings? Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see. We got a right-handed pitcher in, so let's see. Right-handed contact and right-handed power. 45-64, 55-57, 56-59, 55-84. Nick, you're in. Get out here.
Come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
All right, so when you say the best settings for zone hitting, are you talking about the cosmetics of the PCI? See, I like that camera angle. That's pretty cool. So here's my zone hitting settings. So I use diamonds because they kind of stand out a little bit more than the circles. Inner is basic. And the outer, I take the outer off because to me the outer really doesn't matter. It's just extra clutter on the screen. But it may be a good idea to keep this on if you're at a higher hitting difficulty so you can see where your limits are left and right. I use green for my color because it stands out more. And yeah, what's up, man?
I just going my room because they're going outside.
Okay. I use green as my color because you want to get a color that will stand out and not kind of blend into the background of the stadium. So I use that, but you can use a lot of different colors. But for me, green seems to stand out a lot more. You wouldn't think that it would because, of course, the grass is green and all that stuff. But the green that they choose, the color they went with for green stands out a lot. I put my PCI transparency to 100. I think by default it's at 70. I leave that, I push it up to 100 because, I want to make sure I see it. And then on my fade out, I use center and outer. So the center would mean these diamonds fade out and the outer fades out, but I don't have that even selected anymore. But I'll put it on just to show you. And the reason why I have my center to fade out, you really don't need the diamonds in the middle. The PCI center is really for you to know what type of hitter that you have. So if you have diamonds on the top and in the middle, that means that hitter is a power hitter and he can hit line drives. If you have the PCI, if the center is the middle diamond or the whatever you choose which for your image, if it's circle, altitude, or whatever, if the middle one and the one at the bottom is highlighted, then he's either a line drive hitter or a contact hitter. And then depending on the size of it, will let you know which one of the two he's more of. So I'm gonna turn back on my outer so you can, because it's probably better just mentally for me to see my outer. Yeah, see, and now that makes me feel a little bit better.
And a ball 1-0. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Markakis is quickly approaching.
No problem. So you see Markakis is middle.
Closer here.
He has a middle diamond and a diamond at the bottom, so that lets me know that he can hit line drives and he's a contact hitter. And if you hold right or left on the D-pad, you can see like Nick Markakis, his contact is 84, his power is 52. So quite naturally, his diamond at the bottom is probably going to be big because that's a high contact rating. And his diamond in the middle is also large.
The 1-1.
Well, I got extremely quiet. Okay, there we go.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs. I don't think he's working around.
All right, so he has pitched me low for the last 3 pitches. So I'm going to go up a little bit. Ooh,
Strike 2 on a well-placed
that was a
changeup
really
right
good
field.
pitch. Now see, that camera angle didn't last that long though, but it's cool. Here's my weak areas right here.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
So here's the tough part. So now he has pitched me low every pitch. Nick Markakis, his cold zones are at the top of the strike zone, and he's not as high at the bottom.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Catch made out.
Come on,
there in
Dansby.
left center as the runner may tag from second.
He would have got thrown out if that ball was thrown accurately. I don't know why he was so slow getting to third. Will you hear that contact from Markakis?
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And it looks like this
2 for 2. So it actually looks like me putting the outer back on is kind of helping me focus a little bit more. It's a psychological thing. But I do. So see, I'm on legend hitting. But you'll see the outer fade away and the diamonds fade away as the pitcher hits his wind up.
Too low, 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and thrown.
And I don't know if you've seen my hitting tutorial video that I posted like a week ago, but I never swing until I get the first strike.
Here it is. That's by him for strike.
And as I say that, I get too antsy and swing at a ball.
2 outs here with a runner at third.
See, he's cold. His cold zone is right there, but he's kind of shallow down there.
Took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Can you do a check swing? 1-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to third.
Come on.
Can't pick it up cleanly. And that
Gosh, come on, Acuna. You got 86 speed, man. Should have got down there.
No errors and 1 man left aboard.
Now I got to put in my setup pitcher because I had to replace my last one. Let's put in a game. It doesn't matter.
Will come on in relief now.
We're just going to skip this.
10th appearance of the season.
Number 55.
Ready now for the Marlins. Garrett Cooper is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
You know what? Let me go back and do this because I had took this off. When you go to general umpire accuracy, I got it on perfect because one game I played, I don't know who this umpire was, and I wish I had called his name, but he was calling stuff ridiculously. I've never seen a game called that bad, and it's kind of frustrates you when you get an umpire that just calls stuff so bad. Because, like, now you're taking out of focusing on the pitcher, and you're worried about the umpire.
Hit to first. Freeman is
Finally, we got a clean fielding opportunity there.
The batter.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted.
So I'll give you guys another tip, pitching tip, which will go in my pitching video tutorial. But I'll give you a little nugget here since you guys are on the live stream. So I've always kept it personalized. I like the organic nature of each strike. Yeah, and I've heard people say that, and I do too. And that's why I was watching a live stream of some guy on Twitch the other night, and he was saying the same thing. And I was like, yeah, and that's what I wanted. But that one game, man, it just took me out of it. I was like, nuh-uh, I can't play like this. And it could have been just the effect also of the difficulty, because I was playing on Legend, which I still am. And it could be also with Legend difficulty, you get more of those inaccuracies. I don't know. But that one game, it was out of control. So anyway, the tip is when you're pitching, if you have vibrations enabled on your controller, which you should by default in this game, when you're moving your pitch location around, you'll feel it vibrate. And what that means is you're on the borderline of throwing a ball. Like right here, my controller's vibrating, but he still has plenty of room before he hits the outside of the strike zone. But this lets me know that right now, this will help you learn how to control your pitches better. Like if I try to go right here saying I want to pitch it on the black, it's probably going to be a ball out here because he's already vibrating when I get right here as opposed to right here. So if I put it right here, good accuracy, I may hit it.
He takes
See,
strike 3 called on the fastball.
I'll hit it closer to where I want it to go. You have to kind of compensate for that vibration. That's your trigger to let you know, okay, even though you're aiming it at this location, based on your current pitcher's accuracy and confidence level, it's actually going to be a lot more inaccurate because he's just not at the point where he has a lot of confidence. My Biggio East issue is when the ball's pitch location goes crazy during setup. Yeah. All right, so let's throw. And so you got to keep this in mind when you're throwing pitches that have movement. So see right here it's vibrating. So that means if I throw it right there, I didn't get a lot of accuracy on that, but you see how much lower it went in the strike zone, below the strike zone. Sinker. Let's try to throw it again. Vibration right here. This should be a good one. Yeah. So always remember that when you're pitching, when you start feeling that vibration in your controller, don't ignore it and thinking you're just going to put the pitch where you want it to go. Say if I wanted this pitch to hit like right here, where the yellow arc, the furthest from the ball, if I wanted to hit the corner, I have to probably keep the pitch right here, even though it's in the middle of the zone. I got to compensate for his confidence level right now.
The 1-1 home. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw.
You see what I mean? See how they do my players? I've had Ozzie Albies not get to a ball. I had Acuna not get to a ball. Freddie Freeman couldn't get to a ball. And then, who is this? Who is this? D. Arnold? I'm not sure who that is. Camargo? Like, I feel like legend difficulty increases the amount of fielding errors for some reason. I don't understand why it has to be that way. See, why does he want me to throw a cutter high? Like, you should never want to throw pitches high, especially a cutter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Wow, that guy just...
the ladder there for strike one.
He just swung at anything.
2 out with the man at first.
A sinker. Vibrating right here. Pitcher right there.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
So just keep that in mind. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just don't know a lot of things about how the pitching, all the different types of mechanics they put in the pitching here.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
At least when you're doing zone pitching, I mean, the post pitching like I'm doing, you have to know these things to be better at it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it. He makes the
all right.
play,
Surprised Ozuna didn't drop it. All right, bottom of the 8th, boys. Here we go.
Will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Bottom of the inning now, so striding forward now.
So keep your PCI in the middle. Don't move it at all. Let them throw you the first strike.
Pitch of the at bat. And that's 0-1.
I'm making myself out of a liar. My process is I don't swing unless they throw it right down the middle.
As long as he keeps it above the letters.
I get a little antsy. Now he's probably going to throw it here.
And the pitch. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Oh, and another thing, I turn on the strike zone preview. I mean, my hot and cold zone. I leave it on so I can always see where my hot and cold zones are.
Guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
2-1. Stanek offers up perhaps one of the nastiest.
So he's throwing me. He's throwing 2 pitches in, up and in. He's probably got to come low in the way now.
Easy to see why once you see it come
He's
out
still
of the
staying
field.
in for some reason. I don't know why. Because Ozzy is good. Look at this hot zone. He's hot in.
Here now the 2-2.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe
Full count.
All
right.
Walk right here.
So look at that.
To get a base runner on and get that tie run to the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field.
Oh.
Cooper is there to put it away for route number 1.
See, I like this camera angle because you can get a better view of the players. They're not too tiny. But let me try. I went through each one of these camera options for the fielding. Yeah, high broadcast. I like retro. Retro is pretty cool. Dynamic is cool, but the only thing I like about dynamic, it makes every time you hit the ball, it looks like it's going to be a home run, just from the nature of that camera angle. Freddie, he got a top diamond. It's really large, so we're going power swing with him, at least starting out, but not right now.
Hey, great job pounding his zone.
Not going to power swing now. I'm just going to do normal swing.
Hitter in the box. Got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Early, obviously. 105. So now it's going to be tough.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
And I don't like to use like guest pitch and guest pitch location. For me, it just feels a little too gimmicky to do that. And it's just another distraction that you have to kind of be mindful of when you have to make split-second decisions of whether to swing or take a pitch.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I'm not sure how I missed that. I thought I was on time with that swing.
Now, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Ozuna. All right.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To third. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning.
All right.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Now at the plate, Isan Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a
got the
cold
cutter
strike.
going.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
4-seamer up top. Like, I'm gonna throw it right here. Like, it looks like I'm gonna throw him a strike. This is gonna be a ball.
On 0-2, here it
Oh,
comes.
not really. Change up right here. I know the catcher wanted me to go up and in. Change up going right here.
Ouch, that comeback was here to get
Look,
to the arm.
and now he can't feel. What? I already know how to preload a
And
throw.
he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yep, Tim Tebow is in the game. He's on the Mets organization.
Well, this is certainly
They got him in single A ball.
Perhaps the
And they also have a program for him as well.
Is that got him in the non-throwing arm? So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could.
There we go.
Of course, that
There you
there's
go.
nothing
Nice turn too right there.
And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go.
Number 55.
Francisco Cerro
All right.
will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Francisco Cervelli.
Liner towards second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
It's incredible. What?
The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out.
Okay, what just happened there?
Just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the
What
back
just?
door.
This guy has
He's
19
unable
speed.
to
There's no
get
way
it
he
done.
should have got a double out of that.
Right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the
Look at
ball
that.
flies, and he drills it to the outfield for an
And
extra
Dansby doesn't even try. He doesn't even try to even make a tag. It's like the game knows the amount of distance that the ball has to travel, and it knows that you can't get a person out, so it's gonna make them run anyway.
Into the box now, Jonathan.
Exactly, Derek. I have no idea why that was.
He comes into this
Again, the game does some crazy things. Like it. Let's be honest. The game, they've programmed the game in such a way that it knows all the calculations. It knows, what it can and can't get away with. And for some reason, it knew that my cutoff man was further out there in the outfield to get the ball. So for me throwing it to him throwing it to Dansby, who wasn't even covering the second base, it knew that runner was going to make it.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there.
All right.
Now they're going to need to string some hits
So
together in this
don't be
last
surprised
inning.
if in the bottom of the ninth we start hitting well and getting people on base and maybe even scoring a run to make it more dramatic. This game is infamous for that.
Second rider comes out of the bullpen to shut things down.
Yeah, but that's crazy. A person with 19 speed gets a double out of something like that.
No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Yeah, exactly. Like the ball going through the bat. Yeah, it's all kind of crazy stuff.
Delivery to him on the way.
I may end up playing a couple of these March to October games off stream just so I can get my difficulty at hitting difficulty
Here's the 0-1.
back down to all-star. Wonder if they do better in postseason. Hold on a second, guys. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I mean, the players could do better in the postseason. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Looped out toward third.
Of course, we hit it directly to third base. I will tell you, though, if you play Road to the Show, whatever you set your difficulty as, when you start out in Double-A, because it's always going to put you in Double-A, it purposely knocks your difficulty down 2 levels. You will never get to your true hitting level or hitting difficulty until you get to the major leagues. So, like, say if you want to start out on veteran, if you want to start out on veteran difficulty and Road to the Show, when you start out in Double-A, you're actually going to be hitting on rookie. And then from, you're going to be on beginner in Double-A. And then when you get to Triple-A, you're going to be hitting on rookie. And then once you get to the major leagues, then that's when you'll start with your veteran difficulty. Because if you ever notice, it's extremely easy. It's extremely easy when you're in Double-A and Triple-A, and the game does that on purpose so that you perform well, you put up crazy stats, so that when you get called up, it makes sense. Like, this guy's tearing it up in minor leagues. We got to call him up.
Lifted into center field.
And of course, the ball is floating enough. I may have to look into the sliders and reduce the speed or the reaction of the outfielders, because they get like really quick jumps. No, it's not the dynamic setting. It's built into the mode organically, intrinsically, should I say. So whatever you set your difficulty to, like of course I'm playing March to October, so you can't see the difficulty on this screen. But normally difficulty would be the option up here at the top above hitting view. But whatever your difficulty is set there, in the background in the game, when you start playing at Double-A, it actually knocking your difficulty. It's making it easier by 2 levels. Then once you get to Triple-A, it makes it easier by 1 level. And when you get to the major leagues, then you're playing at your actual difficulty that you set.
Margot, he comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And he'll try to
all right, come on, Camargo.
It's 1-0.
Man, you're 1 for 8 in this series, man. You are doing bad.
Season, he was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2000.
That man just threw an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. What?
Superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was.
An 89-mile-per-hour changeup. Craziness.
Final strike for the Braves. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And
all right.
Do it here as the ball game is over. So another game is in the books, guys. What do you make of where
we are on a losing streak with my Braves? Completely related to this difficulty. If I had known the dynamic difficulty would not let you go down 1. Oh, what is this? Flashback and Legends. Hey guys, you want to go open this and see what we get? Let's go check this out.
Totally agree. This is usually the time when we start to see teams separating.
Because right now, oh my gosh,
there's a lot of season left at the
we are hurting. It's like, I mean, it's kind of hard to put wins together when you're battling against the AI on defense on your team. They're not catching the ball. They're dropping things. They're not making plays. Pitches aren't going where they're supposed to. Like, if this is what legend difficulty is all about, then I'd rather play on All-Star difficulty, because that's where I have my most fun anyways, on the All-Star. All right, yeah, we're about to hit last. So let's I guess we go to where do I go? I think I go, here we go. My inventory, go to packs. So let's see who we get. Choose 1 gold flashback or legends pitcher. Should I open it? Should I open it, chat? Or should I wait? What should I do? Let's open up this pack, though. Got a bat. Don't need that. I already have gold bats. Who's this guy? He's a 99 stealing, though. Dang, he's a speed demon, but he can't hit worth crap. Open it? Okay. We'll open it. Let me just check and see who all these guys are. I'm getting a bunch of minor leaguers. Well, I got a halfway decent pitcher. Halfway. All right, here we go. Ooh, Rich Gossage. Goose Gossage. We got Nolan Ryan. Look at that. Look at Ks per 9. 111. You can't hit him. He's striking people out. He may be the one I go with, but let's see what else we got here. Cliff Lee, okay. Ron Guidry, okay. So he can go up, pitch complete games for you. Freddie Jenkins, I'm sorry, Fergie Jenkins. He can, okay. Oh, Lee Smith, nice. That may be an option, but ain't he like he's a closing pitcher, so I wouldn't get to see a lot of him. Or Hershiser, good all-around pitcher. And then we got a young David Price, of course, with the old David Price's face. I don't know. What you think, chat? I'm thinking it's Nolan Ryan right here. Like, his control is kind of crappy, if I'm being honest. But look at his good velocity and his hits per 9, his strikeouts per 9. Like, I feel like the strikeouts per 9 can overcome that control. Oh, you have the Hershiser card in real life? Oh, okay. I'm thinking I should go with this Nolan Ryan, though. I really am. But, so wait a minute. So he's a relief pitcher, though. He only has 63 stamina. I think my squad actually has a pretty decent starting pitcher. Not on the level of like an 80-something, but, you know, I don't need to try to load it up with a lot of starting pitchers because I'm still building my squad. I want to at least have somebody I can bring in if my starting pitcher's struggling. I'm almost thinking this. See, everybody else, he's a closing pitcher. Man, I used to have so many cards when I was little. I had all these rookie cards, and I just got tired. I just got bored of collecting cards as I got older because I just got into other stuff. And I just ended up giving them away to one of my aunt's friends because she collected cards too. Man, I had all kind of rookie cards. I had Kirby Puckett's rookie card, Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Mark McGwire. Because when I really started collecting cards, these were the tops that had like the wood grain around the outside. Yeah, I had them. I used to collect the Don Russ. I used to collect Fleer cards that had the little holograms and stuff on them. Man, I know. I had a book full. Man, I had like 2 or 3 bookfuls, and I miss them. I had so many duplicates. Like, the amount of money that I could have gotten for all of those cards if I held on to them and sold them when I became an adult, it would have been insane. I had so many rookie cards. And yeah, Raleigh Fingers and Catfish Hunter. Wow, yeah, you really had some good ones. But yeah, I had Mark McGwire. Don Mattingly's. Even Barry Bonds when he was with the Pirates. Like, I had all kinds. Roger Clemens rookie card. I had that. That was a popular card. Your cousin has your entire connection now. You need to see if he still has them. Yeah, man, you better check on that real quick. Especially now with the times that we're in and the baseball season being delayed. You just never know how that impacts the value of baseball cards now, of collectors. Like, they could go up. Like, because everything is going to become so rare and precious now. So, dude, you may really want to check on that. Because, I know that, right now, it may not shift that much now. But as time goes on, because of this season being delayed, and it may not start until late summer, early fall, probably. You just never know. You don't know what the market would do in terms of the collectors, how they view these cards now. Because if for some reason the season gets delayed, it's all these rare cards are going to be even more rare. So definitely, look into that, brother. All right. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab Nolan Ryan because I need a relief pitcher as well. Cool. Let's see. Add to bullpen. See, look at my relievers are horrible. Cliff Lee I got a decent one right there. Probably should have went with the closing pitcher, but Libros. Let's put Nolan Ryan in here for you. No, I don't want to enter the shop. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining the stream with me today. I'll try to set up my alerts or my, streams a little bit more in advance so that you have more of opportunity to see when I'm going to go live, so you can set it up and get those alerts when I do go live. I'm sure I'll probably go live again tomorrow after I get off work. I mean, as you can see behind me, right there is my at-home work area. So I usually move it out though, and where I can kind of watch TV as I'm working and stuff. But I'll be, after I get off work, probably maybe an hour and a half after I'm off work, then I'll probably stream. So there may be a stream around maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow, something like that. So anyway, I'll set that up probably tonight. And, you know, when you guys are on YouTube just randomly looking at videos, you'll see it pop up in your sub box. Just click it and then set the alert for it, and you'll be good to go. All right, well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm Mr. Lux, a.k.a. The Married Gamer, and I'm out. Peace.